Hey, yo. Check it.
Welcome back, hero.
My word is my sword, Hokage and Batosai, pulling the blades out of the forge, yo. Prior to my knowledge of the Force, was thinking Jedi, but through obtaining holocrons from both sides, I'm under gray skies. Everything that glitter ain't kyber crystal, my mind will lift you. In this time we shine together, disarm your pistol, yo. Welcome to the SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash.
The theme song is really good.
It's good. Did a solid job.
I think we should put it on the project. I never thought about it. It's just different, like hearing it in the headphones.
Yeah.
The theme song is sweet.
It is, bro. It just sounds good, bro. And here's the secret, so I have some self-consciousness about making beats on the fly. But this is another situation where I made this beat in 20 minutes.
And it was dope.
It turned out to work out, so.
Hey, man, you can do it. Episode. Oh yeah, you gotta lead the way a little bit because my phone.
Oh, word.
Sorry,
Okay.
This is episode 54. Yo, last week we had Chris here, and it was hilarious. His reactions are priceless to stuff. He's super funny, dude.
He is. So episode 54, nigga. Episode Jason Maxiel. That nigga started at power forward for the Detroit Basketball Pistons for a while. For more than one season. The coach decided in the depth chart that he was the best option at power forward. Them niggas was weak.
Patrick Patterson.
Yeah.
Who
I was gonna say
always he got game, but just a player who always looks like he's 40, but he's really in his 20s still.
Bro, I feel like he's been in the league for so long, bro. But he was in the same, wasn't he in school with John Wall or something?
Yeah, he played on that Kentucky team.
How? That nigga been in the league forever.
Since 2001. And then he also he always ends up starting for a good team.
For a playoff team. They make a deep pass run every time.
All the time.
I'm like, bro, what's going on?
Oh, man. Shout out to Patrick Patterson. Episode, you know what? Brian Urlacher obviously aired himself out as a racist.
Not gonna be able to do it!
A racist white dude, which I don't think anyone was surprised. He went to New Mexico University, but... so I'm not gonna say episode him. I'm sure there's some other linebackers that are number 54.
Wait a minute.
That's a linebacker.
I feel I'm getting
episode Eric Kendricks for the Vikings.
Oh yeah, word up.
He's awesome. He's one of the best linebackers in the league. Black.
I need to make sure. I'm having some second thoughts here. I've talked a lot of shit about Jason Maxiel, and I need to remember. I need to actually verify.
You need to verify his stats.
Well, not his stats. I need to verify that he was. No, he was weak. There's no doubt about that. We don't need to verify that. That nigga was trash. That's for sure. I need to make sure he was number 54.
He was. No, he was.
Okay.
I remember.
You
him.
Sound confident. I'll
Yeah,
take your word for it.
He was totally number 54.
Okay. That nigga said you have to make sure that nigga was. Nah, he was weak. He was trash. I remember that part. I remember.
That doesn't require verification. Oh yeah, man. Also, it's just seeing. I got my lip busted this morning when I was training jiu-jitsu. By the way, that's why my lip is bleeding. I ate an elbow this morning. But I'm trying to. That's such a linebacker number. I know there's 50 million other linebackers, and I'm probably forgetting some legend.
Yeah. No, Rick Brown's gonna have a field day with this one.
Rick Breezy's gonna have a field day with the comments here. But yeah, man, that does it for the sports section of the SwordCast.
Boom. So,
what are you into, man?
Yeah, you beat me to the punch. Well, so what have I been into? All right, so this is gonna make Chris happy.
Technology.
Right. Well, no, actually, not technology, because so I've been trying to find a 3080 graphics card.
Technology.
Right, and I can't. It's really hard to find, and the only option is to buy one off of eBay for like $1,700, and I am
not gonna be able to do it.
No, I've saved a lot of money for this, but I'm not gonna blow it all on that. Right. But what I started to do, I finally took up.
Wait. Backstory: if you guys aren't, if you don't remember, Hero is he is getting into the gaming PC game. Yeah. So he's building his gaming PC. That's what this is about.
Yeah, I'm building a gaming PC, and the joke is that so Microsoft bought Bethesda. I play a lot of games that are Bethesda games, like Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Starfield, and so the sort of kind of joking, kind of serious was that I would literally rather spend 3 racks on a gaming PC than buy an Xbox.
Buy an Xbox. Jeez.
Because of how it's very likely that those Bethesda games are going to be Xbox exclusives moving forward.
Wow.
Which, for me, that like as a guy who I haven't had an Xbox in like 10 years. And look, bro, my thing about Xbox is not as like this whole PlayStation versus Xbox fanboy bullshit is kind of dumb. Right. The thing for me is that like I just don't like the controller, bro. I think the controllers. This is a nitpicky thing, but bro, I'm telling you, the controller flares out at a weird wide angle.
It's hard to. It's actually, if you are a fighting game player,
bro,
it's weird to play fighting games on.
Let me tell you a story about that. A quick story. I love Tekken. It's probably my second favorite fighting game series ever. Mm. It's probably the fighting game other than Smash that I'm the best at. Mm-hmm. And I talk a lot of shit about Street Fighter, Marvel vs. Capcom. I'm good at those, but I'm better at Tekken. Right. I bought Tekken 6 when it came out on Xbox 360, and I'm like, all right, cool, excited, Tekken, right? And I started playing it, and I'm like, yo, this shit is hard, and I'm trash. Like, I suck at this game. And so I quit. I stopped playing it.
Hard and I'm trash.
I stopped playing it. I put it away. And I was scared of Tekken for like forever, for like years. And then, right, like fuck. And then when Tekken 7 came out for PS4, I bought it, and I was like, all right, let me just shake the rust off. And I'm like, wait a minute. I'm cold at this shit.
Right.
So it wasn't my fault. Like, and then I made the extrapolation. Oh, the only difference is I was playing it on the Xbox controller, and the fucking, I'm telling you, bro, like the angle of the controller flares out in a weird way that I gotta fucking hold the controller weird, and it fucked up my rhythm, dog. Like, imagine being a jump shooter and like try shooting a jump shot with a sweater on. That's what it feels like.
Or a backpack.
Right.
You know what I mean?
But Hero, real niggas can shoot, like, sure, but nigga, they don't wear backpacks in the league. Like, I'm sorry, they don't. So fuck you. So yeah. Anyways, that's a long way of saying that I that's actually not the thing I'm into. The thing I'm into is I finally started watching Ahira no Sora, the other basketball anime.
Oh yeah.
And it's okay. It's not as bad as I thought. Them niggas ain't doing enough crossovers or slam dunks for me. There's been one dunk. Like I'm like 19 episodes in. There's been one dunk. I would really like for somebody to get crossed over or somebody to get slam dunked on.
Right.
But the story, fucking shonen, niggas just trying hard and becoming friends and all that shit. So, there's room for that. So, right.
Friends
nigga,
along the
fucking
way.
Power of friendship, communication,
Yeah,
goddamn
man.
slice of life shonen. So that's what I've been into. What about you?
Oh man. Well, I've been into wrestling as
Wrestling.
always. Hey man, G1 Climax, super fire. If you, I talk about it all the time about the nerd out real quick on some wrestling.
Oh,
Which kind of leads us into that part, right? Wrestling recap. So, I've been into wrestling, bro. I'm out here being stupid and not sleeping. I'm out here waking up to be a teacher every day, teaching my kids at home.
how's that going?
It's a little stressful, bro. Like it's not the teaching aspect itself, but just it's time consuming and
I can
and
imagine.
the kids are like jerks sometimes. They just kids have attitudes with you because you're always, they see you all the time, and now you're teaching them too, and then they already have to listen to you all the time. So, they check out sometimes, and I just be like,
Do your homework.
no, I'm not a teacher, bro. So no, like, no, you know what I'm saying? It's tough, but yeah, man. So I've been waking up, watching Japanese wrestling, New Japan. G1 Climax has been really dope. And I mean, the matches have been fire. Okada and Shingo Takagi. Look, man, if you only gonna watch one match from G1, it should be that one. They had a match yesterday, I think, and it was ridiculous. Tore it up. I give it 5 stars for sure. It was really dope, man. Okada's they're kind of doing this thing with Okada where he's like, he's getting away from the Okada that everybody knows and loves, right? He's got like a new finisher and it's a submission. Okay. And his thing is he's been going through the whole tournament doing kind of well, but has not used the Rainmaker yet. So the fans have been like dying for him to Rainmaker somebody. You know what I'm saying? And he finally had to do it. He finally had to.
I'm fucking with the camera.
He finally had to pull out the Rainmaker on Shingo. He didn't. I'm not gonna give no more spoilers, but he did have to use it. He had to at least pull it out and attempt it. The match was fire. And then NXT Takeover was either last weekend or a couple weekends ago. It was actually really dope. I think was by far not even close WWE's best COVID era show that they've done. It was really awesome.
I love Ember Moon's new gimmick.
Man,
she looks like female Blade.
Dog, the return of Ember Moon. She's so good, man. The Eclipse, bro, the sweetest wrestling move ever.
I fucking love that
shit,
dog.
The move is so amazing, and she's back. That was dope. It was a good surprise. And Finn Balor and Kyle O'Reilly just beat the crap out of each other in that main event. That match was fire. Santos Escobar and Swerve Scott, that match was fire. It was a good show. It was solid, top to bottom, like no complaints. It was definitely WWE's best thing they've done in a while. And then they're doing this stupid draft right now on Raw and SmackDown, split up New Day. Hey, I have a great idea. For the first time, we split the niggers up. All right, Vince. But yeah, they split up. They split up New Day. I don't like it, but maybe we'll see Big E win the title. So
if he doesn't win the title, then this will have all been for nothing.
For no reason. Yeah. So
he won't, by the way, just because that's the thing it's the right thing to do, and it would be the best story. But of course, they're not going to tell it because WWE sucks.
Of course not. Exactly, and that is some wrestling. So I've been in wrestling, man. Wrestling for you.
Wrestling. Well, speaking of things that aren't wrestling, how about the fact that Doctor Strange has been cast and slated to return in Spider-Man 3?
I mean, I think it's fire, and I think we all know what that points to, right? Let's go.
Multiverse confirmed, dog. Like, multiverse. I was skeptical at first, but this kind of seals the deal on that.
Yeah, I think so too, man. And also, and now making even more sense of bringing Jamie Foxx in as even though he was like horrible in that role.
He was.
But bringing that character back now makes even more sense. Now maybe will we see the Spider-Verse, man? Will we get Andrew Garfield and Toby?
So there's a rumor, and it wasn't from WeGotThisCovered.com, which makes me at least look at it a little bit longer, that there are talks.
That's fire.
That there are talks.
If you had to, right now, off the top of your head, can't think about it too long, got to cast Miles Morales for a live-action Spider-Verse movie. Who would you cast as Miles Morales?
Man, there's two people that I know a lot of people like. They like the kid from Stranger Things.
Oh, that was mine.
Caleb.
That was mine.
He would do. He's a good actor. He doesn't look like Miles that much to me. I like the kid from.
Is there any? Because Miles is Hispanic.
Okay.
No.
Well, I mean, yes, but hold on a second, goddamn it, nigga. Where's my woke, nigga? He's
black.
Thank you. He is black. He is a Hispanic person. He is black Hispanic. Hispanic is not a culture. It's not a race. Right. Hispanic means from a Spanish-speaking culture.
Yeah.
And his mother is Puerto Rican, and by all accounts, she's a brown Puerto Rican. Nigga, Puerto Ricans are black. If you ever look at nigga,
facts. Nah, that's true.
Puerto Rican is a nationality. They're black Puerto Ricans, white Puerto Ricans. A lot of them niggas is niggas.
Dark. Yeah.
And his dad is African American. So he is black, flatly, period. And he speaks Spanish. So he is a Afro Puerto Rican, a black Hispanic person. So getting somebody who looks Hispanic is, to me, less important than someone who can speak Spanish. That would be cool if they could do that.
If they could do that, yeah.
I like the kid from
for sure though.
Yeah, I'm pro black all the way, but I'm also pro brown, right? Like I would love to see him like speaking Spanish and like being at the or fucking I don't know. I was about to say something corny like
being at the bodega.
I'm sure that's probably not accurate. My bad. I'm trash. But
we need a retracting woke,
right? Like a
noise.
Right. I don't know if we have. Yeah, there we go. That works. You get that?
9.
Right.
8.
Right, bro. It's fucking losing woke points. 9, nigga. Get your weak ass up. I like the kid from Blackish though. The one that plays the youngest kid from Blackish.
I'm not familiar. Are there air combos in Blackish?
No.
It's funny. So yeah, you would go with the kid from Stranger Things.
He's the first one that pops in my head, but I am also a Stranger Things fanboy. So yeah, I think it would be dope.
He's probably gonna get it because he's the biggest star right now, and that shit matters a lot.
But sometimes it's so dope when there's a new person that gets broke through like a role like that.
I love that. That's what they should do, but they might not do that. Yeah. So, anyways,
so that would be man. That would be sweet. Multiverse, Spider-Man 3. Y'all just got a nice woke lesson from Hero. I think that. It would be sweet, man. It would be sweet, especially if they get the black character, cast the mom, the Puerto Rican mother.
Yeah,
speak some Spanish. It'd be sweet, man.
Now, if they do the multiverse, the Spider-Verse movie, they should not feature Miles Morales. I don't think. Here's why. Do not waste that character.
Oh no!
on a small role. Give him
his own movie.
Right. Give him a sneak peek, like give me a post-credit scene,
yeah.
And then like give that nigga the franchise after that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Hand the ball off to him.
That would be sweet.
Do not play him, bro. Do not play Miles Morales.
Post-credit scene would be dope.
Yep.
What about Wilson Fisk popping up in
I love that
Spider-Man movie. I think that guy, what's his name?
Vincent something.
Yeah, him.
He's great though.
You talking about the best villain portrayals in these comic book movies, shows.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, he was amazing as Kingpin.
He is. He's very good. That's one of the best actors and best characters in the whole MC whatever.
Yeah,
he's
sure.
Great.
So, yeah, man, I think that would be dope too if he somehow popped up.
Yeah, I'm for that. You can recast everybody else from the Netflix verse though.
Yes, for sure.
Especially
Iron Fist. More than anybody else, and Luke Cage.
A lot of people like Luke Cage. I thought he was real corny.
Luke Cage, he dabbed, didn't he? Anybody who dabs can go.
It's a fucking apology. Right.
It was like a stiff.
Right, fucking.
It was a stiff, powerful
a power dab.
Power.
Right. Yeah, too much respectability politics in Luke Cage for me. Luke Cage was a straight up he was a good Luke Cage was much edgier in the comics. Like Luke Cage was a flat out gangster for a while.
Luke Cage is, and I guess they were trying to get to that at the end.
I didn't even see season 2. Was he on some gangster shit?
It was whack, but at the end they kind of get to him taking over the kind of basically seeing that he kind of gets to a point where he realizes that he would better serve the city through the lens of running the crime. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Of being there. So as opposed
to
keeping
the crime in check.
Well, actually being the leader of, he takes over I can't even remember her name.
Bushwhacker. Oh yeah. Yes, I know who you're talking about.
The club. You know,
Yeah.
he actually takes the spot Cottonmouth was on, and the woman took over. He actually ends up running that spot.
Word,
so
okay.
kind of realizing that he couldn't. He was better served to the city as kind of running things from that side of the fence as opposed to like fighting against them all the time and not being able to.
At least he had better the devil you know than the devil you don't.
Yeah.
Kind of
So
thing. Yeah, I got you.
which I think they were getting to that towards the end of the show, but I just didn't like him as Luke Cage. Thought he was, like you said, I just thought he was really corny.
Really stiff and corny and sort of
stiff. That's the best word.
Yeah.
Stiff.
And that guy is a good actor, but just maybe not for that role. He needs to play like a military person.
He needs to play like a soldier doll that doesn't been there.
Them super inarticulate fucking goddamn it. Those was the wackest
They
toys
still
ever.
make those now. They got the giant, the 12-inch
Right, and they just go
Power
down
Ranger.
like
The elbows don't bend.
like who would want to fucking play with that, man? That shit's whack. All you can do is remember having to play with those toys, and the only move you could do was like clothesline. That was it. Fucking,
And then you can't even stretch her arm out. It's like you
right. That shit's whack. I be trying to. That's one of the things me and Edmund did when we were big into wrestling. Is we wouldn't wrestle with the wrestling toys. We would wrestle with X-Men.
Bruh,
and
I
shit.
used to do that. I broke my wrestling ring doing that, and because I used to do pay-per-views of like Spawn characters,
That's
and
fire.
Marvel characters, and I had a belt that was like the universe. See, you know what's crazy is they have a universal title in wrestling in WWE now. And when I was a kid, I had a belt called the Universe title, and it used to be the belt held by like a superhero or something.
Bro, so I asked you this before, and shout out to Edmund will remember this. For the longest time, I thought I had invented a wrestling move. I called it the impossible, and basically what it was, because I've never seen anybody do this before. I have seen somebody do it once, but you can, since you're the wrestling guru, is there someone whose finisher or who's like a move in their repertoire was a top rope power bomb? I had never seen that before, and I thought I made it up.
Right? No, it's fire. Mike Awesome is like he used to do it, and it was sweet. He used to do it. Mike Awesome used to do it. Shout out to Mike Awesome. Rest in peace. He died a few years ago. But
I was just about to type his name in, and he's dead.
ECW or OG. He was dope. But yeah, Mike Awesome used to do that. It was called an Awesome Bomb.
That's fire.
Awesome Bomb.
Yeah, man. So, speaking of not wrestlers, there's a birthday in the anime community.
Let's go. Whose birthday is it?
Naruto. Boom.
That's you.
So, sorry,
Hey,
Naruto.
man.
You deserve an explosion. How old is the series?
I don't know, man. I think I want to say Naruto came out in like 2002.
Do you I feel like the manga came out in the 90s, in the late 90s. You think?
I think I would say Let's see. I think 2000s.
You're probably right. Nah, bro. The volume number 1, 1997.
That's crazy. Wow. Shout out to Naruto Uzumaki, man. One of my favorite main characters ever. And a character in a show that really, we say it all the time, oh, this changed my life. But this is one thing that actually really changed my life.
Okay, so, I mean, still in the 90s. So, slight correction. The pilot for Naruto came out in 1997. The first run came out in 1999.
It's close to 2000.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Naruto, legendary character, show, manga. I love him. Love him.
It's a classic, man. It's a staple. It's a classic. It's what do they say in jazz? Damn it. When you're a jazz player, a standard. There you go. It's a standard. It's an anime standard.
It is, man. And Naruto is a sweet character. His journey, getting to see him achieve his.
Bro, he did it.
He did it, man. He set out to do something, and he actually did.
Man,
it.
they get a champ now.
He's Hokage. He's a god.
They got the belt. They put the title on him finally.
They put the title on him.
Boom.
So yeah, man. Shout out to Naruto. Happy birthday, Naruto. Real quick, since we're talking about Naruto, what is your favorite? So it's actual Naruto Uzumaki's birthday, like not the show, but him himself, right? So, what is your favorite moment of his?
Ooh, I like to see him get his flowers, man. I liked the aftermath of the pain.
Oh man, so good when Kakashi put him on his back.
Yep.
And he was carrying him back.
And he was finally like, "Hey man, you the man now." Like,
bruh,
you got the juice now, kid.
And Sakura came with that fake love.
Right.
And my man was like, "Okay."
Right. And he really didn't pay her not much attention at all.
Naruto, I love you.
Sure.
I can't stand her.
I like that. I liked this seeing the beginning. A lot of people hated on this shit, but whatever. I like to see the beginnings of the Hinata and Naruto story.
Oh, for sure, man. The last is it's such a good movie because you finally get that, man.
Yep.
Poor Naruto, man. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes a dude is just genuinely stupid and doesn't know that you love him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
He was just kind of like, an
idiot. Okay, I got you.
Okay, yeah.
What about you?
So, as much as I love Naruto, and I would have to say my favorite thing involved, my favorite moment, I guess, would really be. Oh, that's tough. I'm not the biggest Boruto fan. Now the manga is sweet, but the anime has not really gotten to the stuff in the manga yet. So, but I love seeing him as Hokage, man.
Oh,
and there's this moment where he really flexes his Hokage muscles in Boruto, man. When the people from that clan, Kage's clan, they
the
come.
moon, the Otsuki or whatever.
Yeah, they come, and Naruto he stands in front of Boruto and saves him, and that's when they take him, and then you get to see Naruto and Sasuke fight, and that's like that amazing fight.
Yeah.
And Naruto just is throwing hands with him, and he busts out the Wing Chun Kung Fu on him.
Yeah.
And it's so sweet, man. And then I love that because there's so many people who always call out his hands, and I'm like, bro, the dude is the Hokage. Of course, he's got hands.
Right, that nigga is the best ninja.
Right,
officially
on paper.
Right.
So that's probably mine. Honestly, is when him and Sasuke fight. Momoshiki, that's that guy's name from Boruto. But if I had to go with something more original from like the older show, it would definitely be. And I told you before, kind of hot take. I'm not the biggest fan of the pain fight just because of the way it was animated. But when he first gets there, when Sakura screams his name out, and he just appears with the toads, and he gets in sage mode, and he got the eyes, and he just standing there.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, that's fire.
That's one of the greatest arriving moments in like ever.
With the scroll and all of that
Bruh,
shit. Yeah.
Come on, man. That junk was so dope.
That is pretty cool.
So that's probably my other one.
Boom. So there was some wrestling that happened.
I already talked about that.
Oh, you didn't want to go into any further?
Oh, no,
detail?
we good. Nah, that was the wrestling recap.
Okay. All right.
Watch Okada versus Shingo Takagi from G1. That's it.
Cool. All right, so now.
Oh, let's go. I already know.
Niggas. And when I grabbed the microphone, I already know what time it is.
Heroes, hot take.
Hey, man.
Who are you going to piss off today?
I got a hot take for you niggas, goddammit. Let's talk about basketball for a while.
My goodness.
I like basketball a lot. It's my favorite sport.
Basketball Jones.
Right. And I like Isaiah Thomas, my favorite player of all time, right? And I'm talking about Pistons Isaiah Thomas from the late 80s, from the 80s and the early 90s.
Word.
You nostalgia niggas, dog.
Yeah.
Y'all need to stop. Them niggas, with the exception of possibly Michael Jordan, none of them niggas would stand a chance in the NBA right now. Yoga, fire. I'm telling you now, were they great relative to their time? Of course. Did they have heart? Nigga, whatever. What the fuck does that even mean? Like, yes, they were tough. They had heart. The rules were different, sure. But I'm telling you, the level of athleticism, skill,
speed, quickness, creativity,
strategy, the way the game has evolved is so dramatically different and better than it was back then.
There's so much science to just scoring on somebody now.
Man,
the moves that, bro, even just us, right? When we were in college, the whole like air step back was not a thing.
It wasn't. You would get taken out the game for that.
It was travel, they would call it. Now
that's like a straight up good move.
It's a good move to create space, and that's something that didn't exist, and we weren't playing that long ago.
So
you know what I'm saying?
Right? This was like within the decade,
right?
So the reason why this got sparked is because I saw a meme online that asked the question, who would win, Prime D Rose versus Prime Isaiah Thomas? And again, Isaiah Thomas is my favorite player of all time, bar none. He is the reason why I started playing basketball. He's the reason why I'm a fan of basketball. Bro. He would get destroyed by Prime Derrick Rose. Are you crazy?
Bro,
have you ever seen Prime Derrick Rose before?
Derrick Rose.
That nigga used to slam dunk the ball on anybody, dog.
Back scratchers.
Right, nigga. What did Chris used to put the helmet on? The nigga?
Put the helmet on. We put the helmet on Goran Dragic.
Oh my god, that's one of the worst things. That's one of the most embarrassing posters I've ever seen.
Oh my goodness. It's like putting a sleeping bag on something.
Right, like here, you can have it. Here you go, buddy. Bow on your dome. We get all right.
What other emotions? It's like taking a box of pizza out of your backpack.
Right. Taking a skateboard off your fucking back, nigga. Ow, bomb. There it is. So yeah, bro, like he would absolutely get destroyed, dog. It would be no. You know who else wouldn't stand a chance in today's league? A chance. And this is maybe. Oh man, y'all niggas really. I got one more nuclear take at the end of this, but this one is probably the next hottest one. Nigga, Magic Johnson would not do well in today's NBA.
Oh.
Do you know why? Do you know why? Do you know who Magic Johnson is except less athletic? He's fucking Ben Simmons. And y'all niggas hate on him.
Yes. Fact.
And I hate on him sometimes because he can't. And I appreciate his size, 6'9", a great, like a pure point guard.
Ben Simmons is whack. But Magic.
There you go.
No, Magic, best passer ever. I think Magic, I will say this. I think Magic's IQ would allow him to be more effective.
Wait a minute, bro. Okay, he would make the league and he would be a solid player. Would he be the best point guard in the league?
Now that,
hell
yeah,
no.
Now that,
hell no.
Yeah.
You know who dog, these niggas about to be so mad at him. You know who he might end up being? What's my man's name that plays for the Grizzlies? Kyle Anderson? Is that his name? Slow-mo?
I don't know.
So Kyle Anderson, I think is his name.
So. Yeah, Kyle Anderson.
He's a 6'9", like point wing kind of thing, and he plays a lot like Magic. He's really I mean, I think even Magic was more athletic than him even now. He's really fucking slow. But like
I
you know
he used to play for the Spurs. Too.
Yeah, he used to play for the Spurs.
Where did he go to college at?
I don't know. That's what I was trying to think.
Arizona, maybe? No.
Maybe. Yeah, I think he did go to Arizona. Yeah, I think he did.
Okay.
But anyways, yeah, he would be a Ben Simmons, somewhere between Ben Simmons and Kyle Anderson. He would still be good. He would be an interesting player.
Right.
But to be that size, bro, you got Giannis and Bron, 35-year-old Bron. You got Kawhi. You got. I know you're not a big Paul George guy, but you got Paul George still 6'8" shooting guard still.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on, bro. You're not. These niggas is not gonna be able to do it, bro. They not.
Not gonna be able to do it.
All right, so here it is. Here's the most.
You forgot one.
Oh, please remind me.
Kevin Durant.
Oh, I'm sorry. 7-foot shooting guard. My apologies. Bro, Kevin Durant will go back to 1970 and average 100 points per game. 100 points per game exactly.
Literally.
Niggas would not be able to stop him at all.
Goodness gracious.
There'd be no. All right, so here it is, bro.
Oh, no. The hazmat suit.
You niggas get your hazmat suits on, bro. I'm so dug in on this take.
Oh, goodness.
That I'm not sure that Omari Hall, senior guard from Oberlin College, circa 2008, 2009, 6'1", 160 pounds, I'm not
Same
entirely
size.
sure that I wouldn't hang with Isaiah Thomas if you dropped me back in 1985, dog. Would I beat him? I don't know. Probably not
Because
because
you get a bucket,
nigga, what?
you're going to get a
I would.
bucket.
It would be close.
Right.
Like I'm not entirely sure that I wouldn't beat that nigga, dog. And I'm not just talking. I'm weak, nigga. I played Division III ball, nigga.
Right.
I'm talking about anybody who played D1 basketball or D2 basketball going back to 1985. The way the game is being played now, come on. It would be no, like, come on, dog. Stop. Y'all act like the game can't progress. Here's the crazier part. It would be more ridiculous if this wasn't true.
Right.
It would be more weird if these niggas somehow
y'all
were
haven't
worse
evolved.
now.
Right. Y'all haven't evolved. But
It's the way it should be.
again,
This is perfectly
sometimes-
normal.
Sometimes the nostalgia goggles will make you. There are people out there. Oh, I can't watch these guys play. They're terrible now. You know.
Shut up.
Or like Shaq, who always gets on and has
Dog,
to
Shaq,
talk
be
about
quiet. Sit down.
himself. Paul Pierce has to talk about himself all the time. I average 50 in this league now.
No, you wouldn't, dog.
Paul, you're not even. Stop. You're not
I'll give it to Shaq before I give it to Paul Pierce. Like, I mean, and they didn't play that long ago. I think Paul Pierce still would have had game, but
Yeah, man, but stop. Like
you ain't finna do nothing with Giannis or fucking LeBron. We seen what happened when you played against LeBron. Like, that's not even a question. That nigga always bust your ass. Always. But anyways, so yeah, that's my hot take, man. Now the Fahrenheit on that is obviously really high. Like, I don't know for sure, but I'm actually serious. Like I am certain that I would be able to compete and like score multiple baskets on a prime Isaiah Thomas. When if you drop me back into 1985 from 2008 with all the way that the game has changed, the way that, scoring, the way that all that shit has changed, like, would that nigga foul me and probably put me in the hospital to prevent me from winning? If y'all want to call that shit heart, then sure, like, I guess I'm going to lose. But,
right.
and again, no shade. I love villain Isaiah. I love heel Isaiah, bro. That's my favorite player ever. Fuck the rest of them niggas. Like, hey, punch Karl Malone. I'm fine with it. Fine with it.
Them cats was out there scrapping.
Cheating, bro.
Right.
Playing cheat ball.
There's the word for it.
Right.
Cheating.
Hey, man.
Breaking the rules.
What rule? What Jordan rules? I never even heard of that shit.
Bruh. Cheating.
Michael
Fighting.
Jordan just they couldn't hoop as well.
Tackling people. Clotheslining people.
What you talking about? Them niggas didn't do that shit. Them niggas just good hard foul, no problem. No big deal.
Got it. Gotcha. Scrapping.
All right, Heroes hot take, man. The players in the 80s would not stand a chance in 2020s, with the possible exception of, I mean, you got a couple of generational talents. You got Hakeem. Hakeem would do well here because he's a skilled big.
Hakeem would do well. Penny too, I think, if he was healthy. Healthy Penny
Yeah.
Hardaway, big point guard, could shoot, could pass, athletic, quick, handle the ball. I think Penny would be able to play.
I think Shaq, KG, Kobe. I mean, nigga, Kobe played in this era, so obviously.
And you know who would also be effective? Larry Bird. You gotta get, like, a lot of people.
Larry Bird would basically be Luka.
A lot of people think Larry was like a shooter. And people who just think he was a shooter need to do some research. He had full game, tall. He was same size as Dirk, wasn't he? Maybe.
Not quite.
Not quite, but he was 6'9", 6'10".
He was same size as Magic.
Yeah,
for sure.
He was about 6'9", handled the ball, good passer.
He was Luka, except
Finish.
maybe not quite as athletic.
Yeah.
And Luka's not super athletic either.
Right.
Now Magic can play. Magic wouldn't be able to guard nobody, that's for sure. But none of these niggas can't guard nobody now.
Right.
So that's not that weird.
That's not weird at all.
So there's the hot take, man. Them niggas could not hoop the same way. Relative to their competition, sure, it was great, and I love it. I respect it. I love watching it, but I think that these guys are better now.
Yoga fire.
Hey, man, I'm not mad at it.
Boom.
You got fire. Yeah, bro. So I have my phone back.
Boom.
Look, man, if there's one thing in the video game world that I have been patiently waiting for ever since I beat my all-time favorite game, Ghost of Tsushima expansion is coming on the 16th, right?
Yep.
It's coming up. Look, man, if you guys, I already championed this game as my all-time favorite game. No problem. No, I have no problem saying that. But the expansion, man, super dope.
Can't wait.
They got some crazy features in there, and my favorite thing, I gotta say, man, I'm glad that I have gone back and I play it, but I haven't restarted it. Right, so they added New Game Plus. I know you're mad about that,
Bro,
because-
I 200% at that game. I just 100%ed it again.
So, are you kind of surprised that they didn't like give us a heads up?
Bro, I would have really appreciated it, is all I'm
Like,
saying.
I'm a little surprised that they didn't say, "Hey, New Game Plus is coming with the update." You know what I mean? Because there are, like you, there's people who started it over.
Well, the fucked up part is that I actually like it.
And to be able to run through that game with all your stuff would be so dope.
Bro, even after playing it again, after I wasn't stopping to take pictures every 5 minutes, I beat it pretty
You
quick.
told me you ran through the con.
Super. Bro, dog, all right, I got to share
You
this.
should have streamed it.
I got to share this with the people. It's going to sound, what I'm about to tell you is going to sound unbelievable, and I don't have the stream to back it up, but I promise you this shit happened. I destroyed the con in literally like 25 seconds. Here's what happened.
Hilarious.
So, there's 2 phases to the fight, right? Like, you
Yes.
fight them. Well, there's 3 phases, but like you fight them one-on-one at first, and then you whatever. Then you go through the level a little bit more, and then like you see him, he's up by the balcony, and there he sticks all his goons on you. So I had a ghost stance already charged.
chamber.
I already had one in the chamber, so I immediately activated it, and I ran.
So real quick, right, with the ghost stance, I'm right. You cannot, you can't get hit, right, or it resets.
No, you just won't get hit. Like,
No, I'm saying if you have one in the chamber and you get hit, it resets.
You can't get
right?
hit.
Right,
Yeah.
okay.
So I had one in the chamber, it was ready to go. I don't know. I think I probably was risky, and I like didn't activate it. I just literally just dodged all of the henchmen and ran right up in the Khan's face, activated it, and got him with the 3 strikes, and that killed him in phase 1. Phase 2 starts where he's up on the balcony, and all of the archers are at the top. So I shoot I got an explosive arrow. I shoot the barrel,
And it
explodes, and kills like 5 archers all at once. Got another one in the chamber. Nigga activated that shit again. Ran up on the Khan one more time. Got him with the fucking 3 strikes. That didn't quite kill him. So then I had all of my resolve.
Goodness.
Hit him with 3 heavenly strikes in a row. Done. Game over. That nigga did not see me coming, not at all. Not one time, bro. That shit was awesome.
Anticlimactic.
Right.
That's hilarious.
It's a wrap. Oh, goddamn, that nigga's fucking serious. Retreat. Too late. You're beheaded.
Too late, you're dead. That's funny. That's hilarious, man. But the update, I'm super hyped for it. I am really looking forward to the like online kind of team up co-op thing they got going.
Cannot wait.
So what are they doing? Is it like different classes of
Yep. So there's a video out that breaks it down. There's like a stealth one. There's like a straight up like soldier samurai one. There's like one that uses like potions and explosives and shit like that. And I forget what the 4th one was, but it's fire.
That's sweet, man. Yeah, I can't wait to play this, bro. Now with that, is it like customizable? Can you do you pick a class? Do you think you'll be able to customize your
yeah, you can customize your wait, would you say customize your what?
Your character.
Yeah, you can customize all of they got a bunch of new gear.
That's
you customize your mask. Some of the masks look crazy as fuck.
Oh my goodness, I can't wait to play that.
Yeah, you can customize all kind of shit.
That's really dope. And are they adding missions?
Why do you look like you're about to throw up?
Are they adding missions within the story? Or?
Yeah, there's a couple of multiplayer missions. They added New Game Plus with like even more shit to find.
Man, let's go. Yeah. I'm hyped for it. So yeah, man, Ghost of Tsushima expansion on the 16th.
Can't wait.
Oh yeah, another video game thing I'm hype about. G.I. Joe game. Operation Blackout, I think is what it's called, is coming out on the 13th. I'm copping that. You guys know I'm a big G.I. Joe fan, so I'm going to get that. Hopefully that's cool. It just, it looks like, it kind of reminds me a little bit of like Destiny. Kind of looks
okay.
that
Oh,
same
yeah, I did see that.
style
Yeah,
type
yeah.
of game. So I am here for that. And also, man, if you want to play Destiny, Destiny's free right now in the marketplace. I think on PS4 and Xbox. So go download it. I think it's free because they're about to do they're getting ready to do a big like pass thing coming up that's like $50. So they're giving everybody a chance to grab the game for free. So play that. Super excited for Ghost of Tsushima, man. But now, moving on.
Here it is.
The part of the show that makes Hero super angry. My favorite part, besides the top 5 of the day. It's time for You Can Only Pick.
Did you text it to me or you email it to me?
I emailed it to you. If it didn't work, hold on.
I don't think you sent that shit.
Darn it. All right, wait a minute. Oh, no, I didn't. My bad. It's in the... Why is it in the... It's in the out box. Hold on. Let me do it again. But it's time for You Can Only Pick 3. Last week we did the Dragon Ball one with no Gohan, and it made it a little interesting. And that one was a little tough, man.
Yeah.
Because I was going to be cool and not pick Goku. But then you brought up the fact that we were taking Dragon Ball Goku into account.
Yeah, man.
And that kind of messed me up and made me want to go back and pick Goku. But, yeah, man, there was some good characters in there. Had to show some people some love that don't always get it. I sent it to you. You should have it now.
I do see it.
Let's go.
All right, let's see here.
You must choose.
Oh, no!
So
Wow.
Okay, so what we got here
Holy
is
cow.
You can only pick 3, but basically we got kind of these martial arts movies that probably influenced us in some way or another growing up, or these movies that definitely played a role in us being interested in martial arts from our childhood. So you can only pick 3. 90s, all our 90s kids listeners that were kids in the 90s, you guys will probably vibe with this one pretty heavy now.
Especially if you did karate and martial arts in the 90s like we did.
Yes, sir.
Wow. All right, man.
Uh-oh.
I honestly think this is the hardest one. Fuck. All right, so let's run through them real quick, man.
Hey, man, let's go. What we got?
Going from the top left to right, we got Mortal Kombat. Still to this day, the greatest.
Mortal Kombat!
I don't care what nobody says. This is the best video game movie of all time.
Ever. It's not whack. And
No,
for some reason,
it was good.
Some people, for some reason, there are people who get it real confused, man. They think that this movie was not good for some reason.
Nah, this shit was fire.
You're tripping. The Mortal Kombat film is awesome. The first one.
Yeah. The second one was
you got to reiterate that. The first one.
Yeah, the second one was awful.
The second one was but the first one was fantastic.
All right, man. And we got, number 3. Fucking 3. Number 2, 3 Ninjas, bro. Oh, that's, man. Oh, that was good.
Rocky was out there catching oops.
Right, that nigga Rocky was dunking from the free throw line. These niggas beat up a gangster. And they beat down a samurai.
Armed guards, armed ninjas with machine guns, and a ninja with a katana who was looking to kill them.
Yep.
And they were children.
Oh no! How do we? Oh my god! Okay. Then you got Surf Ninjas, dog.
Let's go, Surf Ninjas.
Fucking love that shit,
bro. Rob Snyder, man.
Sneaky Rob Snyder.
What a fantastic comedic role in that movie.
You got what's my man's name? The main character, Ernie Reyes
Barry.
Jr.
Oh, you talking about Ernie Reyes? Yeah.
Yeah, and his father.
Was
Zatch. Skateboarder. And we got Sidekicks. This was a good movie.
Sidekicks was dope.
I didn't love this one as much as the rest of them.
But bro, the scene with the white ninja and the nunchucks.
That was pretty cool.
Oh man,
that was pretty cool. Then we got Ninja. Fucking Turtles movie, bro. The first. All right, I have to just off top. That's got to be my instant in there.
Hey man,
it's got to be.
Absolutely.
This is gonna be difficult, bro. I really do think it's the hardest one.
We talk about that Ninja Turtles movie once every like 2 weeks.
Man, it's just fucking amazing.
In some way or another, it's so good.
Bro, that shit was a good ass movie, bro. Like, it was just flat out a good movie. You got the Power Rangers, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, and fucking Ivan Ooze, and the ninja fits,
The Ninjetti,
and the
sweet.
The whack ass CGI, Nintendo 64 ass CGI.
CGI was so bad at the end of that movie.
Then we got a sleeper here, man. Warriors of Virtue, dog, with the fighting kangaroos. Man, that shit was fire.
That movie was so sweet. There's some good fight scenes in Warriors of Virtue. Yeah. For it to be like a corny 90s.
Yeah, them niggas was getting down.
Yeah, there's some sweet fights in there.
Them niggas was definitely getting down.
I missed that movie. I need to watch that. I haven't seen that in forever.
I remember that was one of the ones that me and Edmund used to watch a lot. We used to rent that shit.
Me and my brother used to watch it all the time.
So then we got The Last Dragon, Bruce Leroy himself and Show Enough. And The Karate Kid, which surprisingly, I am not a huge fan of The Karate Kid.
Oh.
Not a huge fan. And the reason why is because I always thought, boy, I would beat...
You'll beat Daniel?
I would beat his ass, dog. Not even close. I felt the same way about the Three Ninjas too, but I like that movie so much that it wasn't. Like, I just remember thinking like, man, I could have fucking been one of them Three Ninjas, dog.
Right, yeah.
Because I was exactly the perfect age too. They were exactly my age at the time.
I was like, man, I watched Tum Tum.
But nigga, Rocky has some hands though. Rocky, you could tell Rocky, Colt a little bit too,
Colt was my guy.
Well, okay. So in terms of the character, Colt was my favorite, bar none. But in terms of the actor, you could tell that Rocky had the most experience.
Right.
That nigga was out there actually doing karate. Like Tum Tum was just a kid that was like a little cute white boy or a little cute white, little chubby fucking cute white kid and eat candy, whatever. That nigga didn't know no karate. But that's okay. All right, bro. Okay, so there are a couple that I can get out of here pretty quickly. I'm gonna get Sidekicks. I'm gonna get the Karate Kid. Okay. And surprisingly, you know how I am. I'm gonna actually get the Last Dragon out of here a little bit.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna get the Last Dragon out of here a little bit. And so it looks like y'all finally have like.
Yeah,
I think you may have trained him out of the runaway
chase him game.
All right, good job. You love to see it. All right, so then we've got. Okay, so all right, so it's gonna come. Fuck, man. Fuck. There's. So all right, man. I love Warriors of Virtue, but it's gonna have to not make it only because I don't have as much of a history with the Warriors of Virtue as I do with the other ones.
Word, understandable.
And I love Warriors of Virtue. Like I saw it a lot. No, he got him going now. now he thinks it's the runaway game.
Game time.
Come on, do it again. Do it again.
Do the thing.
Cloud, come here. Stop tripping.
Do the thing.
So. Yeah, these other movies I used to rent. I used to rent like in a rotation. It was like exactly these 4 movies, bro. I would rent them in like a fucking a cycle every Friday. Mortal Kombat, Three Ninjas.
Yes, sir.
Surf Ninjas.
Yo, what is
Power
my
Rangers.
man's name who played Liu Kang? He was
Robin Chung. He was
so good in the 90s.
He was
man.
good.
He would sneak up in some other. You know, I was just around that time. I was getting super into kung fu movies, and he would just be in some movies. Yeah, and he was really good too.
He was legit. Okay, I just had a moment of clarity that helped me figure this out. This is gonna really hurt, but I have to think about. Like I was going through and thinking like, which one of these movies that I own, which ones that I actually have.
Word up.
And I thought I had them all, but I actually didn't. Surf Ninjas was the one that I always used to rent. I used to rent that shit like literally every other Friday, and the reason why is because I didn't own it. I also didn't own Mortal Kombat either.
Word.
That leaves me with only 2 more that were a part of an inseparable part of my childhood, and that's got to be Three Ninjas and the Power Rangers movie, bro.
Wow.
So it's and obviously I had the Turtles movies as well. So if I could only pick 3, bro. As much as it pains me to get rid of Surf Ninjas and Mortal Kombat, if I'm being consistent,
Word.
it's got to be like like these 3 movies right here, Three
Yes.
Ninjas,
Man.
Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers.
Power
Like I can quote them like
Word
from
for
start
word.
to finish, bro. Like I gotta go with those 3, man.
That's wild.
That sucks. This is the hardest one because like I don't dislike Surf Ninjas any less than these, right? Like
it's just you got to find a way though.
I just gotta separate, and I
find a
own
way to
like
pick
these
them.
was a part of my family, bro. Like I owned them. They were in my house. Like
Yo.
I had the fucking cassette tapes, dog. Like had the VHS, bro. Like so, you know.
Man,
and
I
here's
feel that.
this is show I'm fighting fair. I actually like 3 Ninjas 2 better than 3 Ninjas 1.
Yeah.
The difference was that I didn't own it, bro.
Word
3
up.
Ninjas was the one that I had, bro. Like, and I used to watch this shit all the time. I gotta go with it. So my 3 are gonna be Ninja Turtles, 3 Ninjas, Power Rangers movie. Tough.
All right, man. Let's get into this. This sucks so bad. Mortal Kombat. Man, my experience with Mortal Kombat, bro, was pretty legendary, right? I actually was a kid, kind of oblivious to things.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened was I had a friend who came to school and had a bootleg VHS tape of the Mortal Kombat movie because their dad did that or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, there's no Mortal Kombat movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, yeah. And I'm like, no, there's not.
No, you're fucking lying.
Kid goes home, gets the tape, brings it to me. I go home. Me and my brother pop in the bootleg Mortal Kombat VHS movie. Now, mind you, bootlegs in the 90s were absolutely horrible, right? Picture was terrible, really low quality. But you could see it enough to see that it was a Mortal Kombat movie.
Mm-hmm.
So then after that, begged and begged to go to the movies to see it. And me seeing Mortal Kombat in the theaters, my Uncle Smokey took me, my brother, and a bunch of my cousins to see it. And I just have this super weird, hilarious memory, bro, that it was part of the most random double feature I've ever seen in my life. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, you'll never guess what the other movie was, but it was a
Hocus
double.
Pocus.
No, it was it was a double feature at the movie theater, bro. Mortal Kombat and Pocahontas.
Wow.
The Disney movie. So I saw both of those, and Mortal Kombat was dope. Holds up still too, by the way.
It does.
3 Ninjas.
Shout out to Hakeem the Machine.
Shout out to Hakeem the
Go.
Machine. 3 Ninjas, classic. I love that movie. Obviously, same as you, had it, watched it religiously. I do like the second one better, though. I do like the second one better.
Second one's fire.
Kick back with when they go to Japan.
They play that dog ass like
There's some sweet music going on in
that
that
dog
movie.
ass like 90s like yeah, that like hip hop jazz techno theme when they was at the tournament. I fucking love that shit, bro.
It's very good, man. I love that movie. Surf Ninjas. Oh man, another one. I owned
dudes.
it. Quonset Moto Surf, bro. Surf Ninjas, classic. I love that movie. Another movie, man, that's got like sneaky, sweet action parts in it. Zatch, and I don't know why I can't remember his name right now. What is his name in that movie? Ernie.
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember.
That's gonna bother me,
Yeah.
but he just awesome in that movie. It's hilarious. It's perfect. It's like the perfect movie. I love the movie. Sidekicks, to Chuck Norris, and what's like his name? Barry. Barry Wary.
Is that Jonathan Taylor Thomas?
No, I don't know what that kid's name is. That's not him. You just generalized all white 90s children's actors.
With that 90s
With that hair.
ass flip hair.
That's not him. Sidekicks is the first one I can do without. I do remember that really dope scene though with the white ninja doing the nunchucks at the tournament. That was sweet.
Yeah.
But like you, man, my first keeper is Ninja Turtles.
No doubt, no question.
No doubt. The rooftop fight scene, Shredder versus the Turtles, amazing. I really it was, to this day, there has not been another perfect blend of like the silliness from the cartoon and the darkness of the comic books in that movie right there. That came out in 1990.
Yep.
They still haven't got it right, bro. Like, that movie is still to this day the best rendition of Ninja Turtles. I love it. Amazing. Next, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, 1995, life-changing, bruh. There's
Intro,
not a.
dog.
There, I was gonna say there's not a more '90s intro to anything than this movie.
Them niggas
These
fucking
fools are
skydived into some rollerblades.
into some rollerblades, and then Tommy has to be cooler than everybody else. Comes out on a air surfboard,
Right,
a
that nigga had
snowboard.
an airboard.
So cool. And then they play that '90s song too. Action boy
Oh
now.
my god, dog, let's go.
Oh man, and then Jetty
Yeah,
outfits, man.
bro. Hold on, let me take
So
you back to
cool.
like 1996, nigga. Is there anything better, more nostalgic, and fill you with all the good feelings than like watching the beginning of this movie with like some fucking Domino's pizza or
Bro,
something?
come on, man.
With like at a
With,
sleepover
like,
or some shit.
With like some Surge.
Yeah, dog.
Surge.
Right, bro.
Bro,
Love
Surge pop for sure. Man, this is hard. So, okay, Power Rangers. All right, Warriors of Virtue again, classic. Love the movie. Actually made me check out the Book of Virtues from the library and
Fire.
read it when I was a kid because I was super into that movie. Very dope. Chinese martial arts in that movie. Just really, really. Of course, cackling madman, 90s white villain as the bad guy, but that movie was awesome. I need to go back and watch that. Last Dragon, loved it. Young baby Ernie Reyes though.
Oh,
He's
wow.
the little kid in that movie, bro.
Yeah.
He's an absolute legend.
Yeah.
Young baby Ernie Reyes, Ty Mock, is that how you say his name?
Yeah.
He was legit too. He was legit. That movie was really dope. I'm a big fan of it, but I don't think it's gonna make my top 3 here. Karate Kid again, loved it. I gotta be honest, bro. I kind of felt the same way about Daniel that you did.
Yeah. I would have beat his ass. I would have loved to see a like, you remember the little martial arts tournaments you used to go to on the weekend, bro?
Yeah.
I would have loved to see a little Daniel at a martial arts tournament. Man, me and Kyle, shout out to Kyle Felix, me and Kyle would have whooped his fucking ass. His whole dojo, we'd have definitely left with the first and second place
man.
trophies. Now, full disclosure, at that time I wasn't able to beat Kyle yet, so I would probably
Right.
be the one with the second place trophy, but still, we would have represented.
Bro. So, so I can do a lot of Karate Kid. So this is gonna come. Ninja Turtles is already in there. This is gonna come down to Power Rangers, Mortal Kombat 3 Ninjas, Surf Ninjas. All right, let's go. Second has to be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Man.
It's hard to go without
Like,
that
bro,
one, dog.
I can't go without it. Bro, not even so. Being a diehard Power Ranger fan growing up, bro, the suits in this movie
Bro, the bitches
were
look sweet
so
as fuck,
clean,
dog.
shiny.
They look like the Iron Man outfits, basically.
And then they had like the sneaky upgrades when they were going through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Bro, you remember when Tommy, White Ranger Tommy, by the
Yes.
way, kicked that putty or that ooze nigga into like worms,
Bruh,
basically.
yes.
Kicked that nigga into fluid.
exploded.
Right.
Oh man, so cool. The Ninjetti outfits again, super dope.
I used to get so much anxiety when they were getting chased by that like skeleton
Bruh.
rhino.
Oh my goodness.
That shit was like legit
Yo,
terrifying.
who
to me.
did was that Tommy that did the sweet twirling move? Like, when
He
they
was
were-
always twirling, bro. That
Dog,
nigga
somebody
was-
did like he did like the spinning, like I don't know. It was sweet though.
I just remember, speaking of twirling, you remember at that first warehouse fight scene where somehow Tommy had to jump like to the next
Yeah,
level?
they-
Just fucking twisted up to the top, dog. That
Let's
nigga was
go.
doing the most,
Come
bro.
on,
I'm
bro.
here
You
for
want
it.
to talk about anxiety, dog? When the train track was broke, remember, and the people in the city were like about to go
Oh
off.
shit,
Dog.
yeah. And the Megazord had to save him.
Bro, yes. And again, like I said before, the CGI is really bad, but and I think I actually said before in here, looking back on it, that made the movie. But that movie, it means too much to me growing up. So I gotta go. Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers. All right, let's go. Mortal Kombat, sweet, but I can cut out Mortal Kombat 2. It's gonna come down to 3 Ninjas and Surf Ninjas. This is super hard for me, bro, but I gotta be honest. Strictly because I prefer the second one, I gotta go with Surf Ninjas. Only because I prefer the second one, bro. If this was the second one, I would take that over Surf Ninjas, but it's not. So I'm going with Ninja Turtles, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, 1995, and this slept-on classic that a lot of people have never even seen, Surf Ninjas, bro.
Hey, look, bro. This is real friendship. This is real, like, you love your homies. I'm about to make a suggestion. Ho ass niggas, oh, y'all niggas is gay. Here's what I suggest, bro. We need to have, and invite your son, bro.
Yes.
We need to do like a Saturday morning, like, hangout where we fucking get some pizza and watch
And
these
we just
movies,
watch
bro.
all these movies.
That shit would be a
That
blast.
would be awesome.
That shit would be fun,
Yeah,
nigga.
we need to do that.
I'm totally down for that. Edmund, if you're in town, come fuck with us,
Edmund,
bro.
come through, and as soon as we get moved into this new crib, that's what we're gonna do. That
Super fire.
Yeah, we're doing it for sure.
Love it.
For sure. All right, man. That was dope, y'all. Next time when you guys see this post on Instagram, comment which 3 you would pick. And I'm interested to see what movies other people are taking here.
Boom.
I think Mortal Kombat is gonna be a popular one on this post.
I agree.
But yo, man, it's time to move on a little bit. It's time for everybody's favorite part of the show. It's time for everyone's top 5 of the day.
Yep.
Let's go.
All right, man, let's do it. So, I'm gonna run through this a little bit here in the interest of time. But this is an extremely good. What is our topic here?
This is a good one. So last week we did top 5. What did we do last week? We did our top 5. What did we do last week?
We did top 5 characters who didn't live up to the hype.
Oh, word.
I thought you were just filibustering.
Who did live up to the hype?
Who did live up to the hype?
We did top 5 characters who lived up to the hype. So that was dope. So in kind of that same breath, we're going to do our top 5 favorite characters who never lived up to their potential. Mm-hmm. Now, this is though because sometimes that may be because of the writer, right? Not because of the character or something they couldn't do in the show, but because of the way that character was written. And I think that's how a lot of these characters come about. So, Hiro-san, top 5 favorite characters who did not live up to their potential.
All right, man. So no honorable mentions this time. I'm going to jump right into it. Number 5, man. This is a little bit controversial, but I'm going to go with Koroku from Koroku no Basuke. Okay. Now, y'all know I love that anime. But one of the tropes that I don't like about that type of anime is like, hey, I'm the main character, but I also suck. Right? Like, I hate that.
I'm the main. I should be sweet.
Right. Like, I should be good, right? And I was okay with him being weak at first, but what I was really hoping for, and they kind of did, but they still committed to like, oh, no, I'm still weak, but I just like... I just fucking care about basketball a lot, and that like makes me better somehow. Like,
right.
That shit don't work in real life. Like, it's a lot of niggas that really love basketball and
that are trash.
You know what they do now? They fucking coach because they weren't good enough. Like that shit matters a lot.
Oh man! But the flip side of that coin is those guys end up being really good coaches.
Excellent coaches. Look at Spo. Spo was out. That nigga was a fucking film. That nigga used to just pour through film. He was the film editing guy. Now he's one of the best coaches in the league.
Right.
So with that in mind, I would have loved to see the development of Koroku into like and I wanted them to turn him into Rajon Rondo. Mm-hmm. Like not just like, oh, I can make the deflection pass because people don't notice me. Like, no, I be dropping dimes.
Right.
Right. Like I did that shit on purpose. Like I got eyes in the back of my head and I will find you. Like I would have loved to see him. And even if he stayed slow and wasn't ever a good shooter or a good scorer, I would have loved to see him be like, nah, like I do this shit for real and I'm the best passer in the show. Right. I would have loved to see that. But they kind of committed to him just being like, deflection. Pass me the balls. I'll just fucking like, bro, like
touch pass.
You got to be good at passing to be able to do that. Like, so that's kind of, I don't know. I love that show. I love the world. I love all the other characters. I know you got to kind of find a gimmick for your main shonen character. I didn't love his gimmick. I wish they could have did something a little better, and I would have liked it to be that. Word. Start off weak, and then he turned into an actual Rajon Rondo passing machine. Okay, number 4, we're gonna go with Gambit from X-Men. Now
that's a really good. That's an interesting pick.
You might say Gambit is already dope. He is. That's very true. But there is a What If comic that came out in the early 2000s that showed like what if Gambit like really reached his potential, And there was a panel where this nigga Gambit, so his power is that he can control kinetic energy. He can turn stored energy or kinetic energy and like charge anything that he touches and basically make it an explosive. So they, in this what if, basically Gambit was like, fuck it, and like put his hands on the ground and charged the entire planet and destroyed the whole planet. Right.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really fucking cool.
Crap.
There was another plot
That's
line
nuts.
that I think they threw out. I mean, it's still hanging dormant after 30 years. And my real sweaty X-Men niggas will know what I'm talking about. During the Phoenix Saga, or was this during the Phoenix Saga? This is during the Madeline Pryor Saga. This is after the Phoenix Saga, I think. Where Sinister was on deck, and he kidnapped Madeline Pryor and Cyclops. I don't know. I might be getting this confused. This might have been either before or during the Phoenix Saga. But anyways, he kidnaps Cyclops. And, you know, Sinister has like a hard-on for the whole Summers family, particularly Cyclops. And he says this like this one-off line where he mentions that there's another brother besides Havoc, because you already knew it was Havoc at this point. Yeah. And I guess the plot line has been closed, because it turns out that other brother was Vulcan, Gabriel Summers, who was super duper powerful. He basically inherited, like, y'all remember M-Day, right? All the 198 mutants remaining. So in some sweaty science fiction shit, when Scarlet Witch got rid of all those powers, they all like went off into the ether, and like Gabriel Summers basically just absorbed all those other powers. So he's like crazy powerful now. Right. He's also crazy. Just crazy. But at the time, there was a theory that the third Summers brother could have been Gambit. Because their powers are very similar in that it's all about energy. It's all about energy manipulation, and Havoc does what's his power?
Havoc
it's like shock waves or something like that, or that's Richter. But Havoc does something with energy, and Cyclops obviously the optic blast.
Doesn't he have the same? I don't want to say the same because I don't want to say it, but doesn't he have something similar to Bishop?
Kind of. Bishop needs to absorb. Like, actually, Gambit's power is closer to Bishop's than anybody else, because Bishop needs to absorb energy first, and then he can redirect it at you. Whereas Gambit, and that power fits in that whole tree too. And Gambit, like, you know, he absorbs, or he can like charge anything that he touches. So that would have been cool to see them like flesh out that storyline and really see Gambit become like a super powerful mutant. Niggas was flirting with Gambit being a potentially Omega level mutant.
Yeah,
right. If you charge the Earth,
right.
Nigga, that's pretty powerful.
Word.
All right, man. Jumping into another lore, I could have did a whole list of Star Wars characters.
Yeah, for sure.
With just
100%.
I mean, it could have just only been Star Wars characters. I mean, the number one is Finn, obviously.
Yes, sir.
Fuck. That like makes me sad thinking about that. But I'm gonna go away from Finn because it's too obvious. I'm gonna go with Ben Solo, Kylo Ren, dog.
Oh my goodness.
I mean,
I knew it. That's a great one.
He is the most upside. This is the Zion Williamson of Force users, bro. Right. This nigga as a youth, as a youth, caught a blaster bolt in midair. Like, we've never seen anything on screen like that,
and
ever.
He left it there.
And just problem, nigga.
That part was so sweet.
Stop, nigga. Chill with that shit. Right.
It was intense, too.
Super intense.
Man, that part was really dope.
You got to see him do some lightsaber work, and you got to see him take off the gear, showing the Ben Solo.
Bro.
And he was just as doper even, right?
Bro.
I mean, we're talking. I mean, he had Anakin Skywalker level upside, right? Like,
yes, he did.
He had more upside. Okay, so I think Anakin had the most upside. Luke Skywalker had a lot of upside, but a lot of his power came from just training, especially Super Luke. I mean, nigga, whatever. Super Luke is Jesus Christ, basically. And when we say Super Luke, Super Luke is the extended universe Luke, where he like is literally all powerful.
Yes, sir.
But Kylo, I feel like, had more upside than even Luke Skywalker did. Maybe not quite as much as Anakin, but close. And I mean, shit, bro. Like, I would have loved to see a fully return to the light, like fully realized, super powerful version of Ben Solo. He might have been enough. Him and Rey did, but like I could see them like scrapping down Sidious, like straight up like lightsabering his ass to death. I can see that.
And that's a good one.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm jumping into another fandom here. And this one might sound weird, maybe even obvious, but I gotta go with it, bro. I gotta go with Neji from Naruto.
Hey, yep.
Very
good one.
I've said this before. One of the unceremonious exit of Neji was a result of them writing themselves into a corner a little bit because there could only be two, and you had looming in the background a nigga who was more powerful than both of them at one point.
And then especially the direction that they decided to go was really more powerful than,
for sure.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. And I guess like they kind of, because you found out later that the Byakugan and the Sharingan are both kind of from the same family, like way down the line. So like he basically, like that role that Neji would have played kind of was the same as Sasuke's a little bit.
Yeah.
But there was a point in time where he was the strongest out of the three of them.
Yeah.
And he was like the first one to become a Jonin. I think Neji was next, bro. He was up next, and especially
nice.
Once Sasuke kind of left,
that whole arc is fire. That Sasuke retrieval arc.
Yeah,
sweet.
He was ready, bro. He was like, I mean, look, at that point, he was the main nigga. He was the main nigga out of their generation. Like when Sasuke was, and even at that point, it wasn't clear who was stronger at that point.
They were championing Neji, like all the teachers, everybody was like, "Yo, this kid,
he's the man. He's next. I mean, he had at that point had the best chance of being the Hokage in terms of just like skill level.
Yeah.
But it was fine. Like I did like the story of like them being reincarnations of the Sage of the Six Path Sun. I like that. But man, could y'all have made a third son and got your boy Neji in there?
Got Neji, man. Yeah.
And also you kind of had to get rid of Neji because of the Naruto and Hinata love affair. But nigga, they could have been brother-in-law and still been cool, still been a nice little tandem. So yeah, I was really disappointed in not seeing where that story was gonna go and seeing his upside, his potential. I mean, could you imagine like so in addition to Naruto and Sasuke having Kakashi and like an awakened Neji, like a Tenseigan Neji fighting against Madara,
they would have had a shot.
You're right. They would have flat out been evenly matched, maybe.
For sure.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
You know, so I would have loved to see that. So yeah, gonna go with Neji at number 2. And here's my number 1, man. We're gonna do this real quick, man. Obviously Gohan. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah, gotta be.
I mean, come on, bro. Like, Gohan went from the GOAT to the worst. It's just pathetic. I've talked about this enough. I mean, Super Saiyan 2 Teen Gohan is probably one of my favorite characters in all of anime. That one segment of his career. And, you know, y'all niggas decided y'all wanted Goku to be next. And, you robbed Gohan. This is your fault. You robbed Gohan of his future. You did that. Y'all. And so here we are. Gohan is now a nerd that for some reason, I keep hearing that he gets his moment in like the whatever arc they're doing in Super now. I haven't read that shit. But like, as far as I'm concerned, if he's not at least as strong as Vegeta, then he's not getting his just due.
Right.
I mean, I said this last time, bro. The whole arc of like extended Super Saiyan transformations outside of just Super Saiyan, the original, would have made so much more sense if it was Trunks and Gohan doing them. Yeah. Only those two, because of their mixture of Saiyan and human blood. You could have had them do all kind of weird shit, bro. They could have had the better power-ups than... The good power-ups should be going to them because they're a mixture of both. And you could explain it better. Like, how the fuck the Saiyans they're just an all-powerful super race. Yep. Like, no. Some weird shit's happening now because they got mixed up with some other DNA and you got the fighting spirit of humanity or whatever. Right. You could... whatever headcanon you want. But instead, it's just... They're Saiyans. Whatever. Super strong fucking... Let's go fight some strong guys. Like, okay. They only go up. Can't kill them. Get stronger. Here's a sensu bean, nigga. Goddamn it. Right. I'm good.
Yeah,
So,
man.
anyways, there we go. That's my top 5, man.
I like it.
Run through them here again. Koroku number 5, Gambit number 4, Kylo number 3, Neji number 2, Gohan number 1. What you got?
All right, man. We almost had 2 of the same. I was going to go Ben Solo as well. I think that was a really good one, but I already had a Star Wars character, so I decided to only go with one. So here we go. Getting into my list. I'm going to do an honorable mention in just one. And the only reason why this one's not on my list is because I do kind of feel like this character reached their potential just in a different way. And that's going to be Ash's Greninja from Pokemon.
Hey.
And the only reason I didn't pick him is because, I don't know, in Pokemon XYZ, he doesn't win the championship, which he should have because his Greninja was ridiculous. But he ends up, I told you this thing happens with these dark vines that are like endangering the world, and Greninja gets like chosen for a higher purpose at the end of the show to like travel the world by himself and like eliminate these evil vines within the planet. So that was cool. But speaking strictly of like sticking with Ash longer and winning, like Greninja would have won so many tournaments, bro. His Greninja was crazy.
Yep.
But all right, let's get into this list. Coming in at number 5, this is a character that I talked about last week. Look, man, Yamcha. Okay, a lot of people joke about Yamcha, bro. When Yamcha first came into Dragon Ball, when he got serious about martial arts, let's say that, because at first he was a bandit and he was kind of a jerk, but when he got serious about martial arts, he was such a dope character. He was sweet, man. He had the Wolfang Fest. One of the sweetest non like blast moves, non-key related moves in all of Dragon Ball. Super dope. And
have we ever seen Yamcha pull off a Kamehameha?
Yes, I do think he does. I do think he does it. And actually, does he not do it to a Cyberman? To a Cyberman?
Maybe.
I could be wrong, but I do know that Yamcha fights Tien. And I feel like he does it to Tien, because there used to be. I remember there being a joke years ago when I was like really young, when I was in like middle school probably, because remember the instant transmission.
I just got my second wind, and it's blowing like a hurricane.
Hey. He does.
Hey. Yeah.
Hey, Yamcha.
Yo.
The Kamehameha used to look so sweet back then.
Such a sweet movie.
Oh, when they start showing that pose, that means you about to get evaporated. So there's our answer.
Awesome. So shout out to Yamcha, man. Like I said, there used to be a joke when I was a kid that we used to, because we all know that Goku doing the instant transmission Kamehameha on Cell was like ridiculous, right? And he just blew Cell to chili, and he was able to like put himself back together, basically.
Yeah.
But there was a joke going around that Yamcha actually did it first, and just nobody cared when he did it because he did it like a long time ago.
Right.
But yeah, man, shout out to Yamcha, dope character. He was sweet when he got serious about martial arts, man, and I really liked him in Dragon Ball. So I'm gonna go with Yamcha. And just, man, to keep it real, man, I think when we talking about the human characters, he's top 3 strongest Earthlings in Dragon Ball, and he could have been much better had he been fleshed out more and just not made into a complete sucker in Dragon Ball Z.
Yep.
Thanks, Toriyama. All right. My number 4, man, I gotta go with Neji, bro. You pretty much dropped the science on Neji, but definitely just a character that could have been so much more, and they wrote themselves into a corner. And especially, like I said earlier, the direction that they decided to go with the Byakugan and everything, he would have rivaled Sasuke as like that next up character. So I get it. I just hate it. Like, killing him was whack, and he could have been so much more. Like, why couldn't there be, like you said, why couldn't there be 3 brothers?
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? It would have been okay.
Right? It would have made sense because the two eye powers.
It would have made so much sense, and then also on top of it making sense, we never get 3 in shonen ever. The closest I've seen is kind of right now where we got like Midoriya, Bakugo, and Todoroki, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of a thing, but other than that, there's never 3. There's always just 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Goku, Vegeta, Gon, Killua, Naruto, Sasuke. You know what I mean? So that would have been sweet had they did that. But yeah, Neji. Number 3, man. Going back to Dragon Ball.
Hey.
And I gotta go with Tien.
Oh.
At number 3, another sweet character. When they first introduced him, remember he was the man.
Yeah.
He was so fast, and
his master was Roshi's brother, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
And Tien was another really dope character. Had his fights were sweet. This was back when they used to animate the crap out of them little fights, and the choreography was dope. And Tien, just on some martial arts, like, really liked his character, man. He was dope, and again, another human character that fell off in Dragon Ball Z that I think could have been a lot more. Tri-beam, ha!
Right.
He was a dope character that, again, I think could have been much more, and he wasn't, man. And I think he could have been. So I'm gonna go with Tien. And again, let me just say this: Piccolo is my favorite Dragon Ball character. The reason I didn't put Piccolo here is because I do. I like. Do I think Piccolo should be way more powerful? Of course, and be more effective as a fighter. But I do like how he's kind of fell into like the grandmaster teacher role, and I'm cool with that. So that's why I didn't put Piccolo here. Number 2, man, jumping into Star Wars.
Hey.
I gotta go with Shirt Imwe from Rogue One, and the reason gotta go with him is because if this guy was a Jedi, he would have been one of the nicest Jedi ever. Especially with a lightsaber. Obviously was some type of Force sensitive, but came up in a time after the Jedi. So, but had he been a character who would have had the chance to be kind of identified by the Republic and been a Jedi, trained, his character would have been so good and amazing. So I'm going with Shirt Imwe just off the strength of if he had been a Jedi, he potentially could have been up there with like Mace Windu as a lightsaber user.
Duelist,
you know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And my number 1, let's go, man. My number 1, I'm going with Rock Lee. Going back to Naruto. Look, man, Naruto was a very long show. There's a lot of sweet stuff that happens. I think it is unarguable that the sweetest moment in that show is when Lee takes them ankle weights off against Gaara.
Yeah.
He was the man. And again, when Shippuden came, he just like faded off into obscurity, man. And this was a guy who had some of the sweetest moments in the show. I just always thought, I really liked when Guy fought Madara and he opened it. I thought that should have been Lee.
Yep, I was just about to say that.
Why was that not
Should have been Lee.
Why was that not Lee?
And Lee should, and would have made it even better is if Lee, like, since he's the next generation, opened up like another gate. Yeah.
It's making my head hurt. Neji, Lee, so much lost opportunity, bro. But Lee, come on, man. And then he has the fight with Gaara in the Chunin exams. Amazing. One of my favorite anime fights ever. Then he takes the weights off. Super dope moment. Then when Sasuke is leaving, he steps up to fight Kimimaro and protect Naruto. And then we get drunken fist.
Oh my
Lee.
God, I love that.
Another amazing moment. I just think Lee's goofiness and he could have been another character who should have been like right there at the forefront of Shippuden.
Yep.
Should have had a more vital role in the war. Like I just think I really think that it should have been him that fought Madara, man.
I agree. Totally.
Come on, Kishimoto. But
yep. Well, they didn't. I mean, at that point, they didn't build him up enough. It wouldn't have been believable.
Because
they dropped the ball early.
They dropped the ball earlier in Shippuden. So that's my top 5, man. Number 5, Yamcha. Number 4, Neji. Number 3, Tien. Number 2, Shirt Imwe from Star Wars. And number 1, staying in the Naruto world, Rock Lee.
Boom.
And that's it. Episode 54. in the books.
Let's go.
Wow. Hey,
Solid
man,
episode.
thank y'all for listening. I enjoyed this episode a lot. One of my favorites. I say that every week. Hey, man, make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at the SwordCast Pod. Make sure you guys, if you guys are listening on Spotify or whatever you're listening on, make sure you hit up my YouTube channel, just Noveliss on YouTube. Subscribe and make sure you guys watch the videos. Hero, the Tech Master, has a really nice setup here. We got some cool video. We put the you can only pick 3 stuff up on the screen, and it's really dope, man. So make sure you guys are watching the YouTube video as well. And thank y'all for listening. We love y'all.
Peace.
My word is my sword, Hokage Yambatosai, pulling the blades out of the forge, yo. Prior to my knowledge of the force, was thinking Jedi, but through obtaining holocrons from both sides, I'm under gray skies. Everything that glitter ain't kyber crystal, my mind to lift you. In this time we shine together, disarm your pistol, yo. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash. Welcome to the SwordCast, SwordCast. My wordplay, my swordplay when blades clash.